Hello, welcome everyone to the pre-recorded session on mark making for Artplay and Art Larks. I actually did this recording. I did a recording on the weekend, but it didn't work out, so I'm doing it again. So hopefully this will go really well. So we're gonna explore mark making today, and really the idea is just to really have fun and be innovative with yourself, with the idea of just making marks on a page any way you want to do it, using any kind of materials. So remembering that there are no mistakes, and it's always a really good idea to come into your body before you begin and sort of rouse your energy, your confidence, and enjoyment. Okay, so I got a bunch of materials ready here. I have some acrylic paint, some gouache, some crayons, some oil pastels, some inks, and then a bunch of different kinds of tools to play with, some pencils, a stick, a skewer. This is actually a lot of fun. Palette knife, some water. And then I set up, what I did is I took an old painting of that I never was successful and as gonna be my background. And then I taped it down. So tape is a lot of, can be fun to work with too. Some other materials that are fun to have around are some bubble wrap and also wax paper. Okay, let's get started. You might like to have a blow dryer ready if you want to dry as you go. I might be doing that today too. Let's start. I'm gonna start with some India ink, and I'm gonna use my skewer. Just gonna play with making some marks here, going right off the sides, sort of drawing almost, scraping. I'm going to work on all of them at the same time. I also have a little bit of Sumi ink here, which is nice to use, and I have a nice brush for that. It's fun to explore with a brush the thin lines and the thicker lines. So just gonna let that be for a bit. I'm gonna get my hair dryer out because I like to have this dry fast and get that going. Hi again. All right, I'm gonna do some painting. I dried that a little bit. As I go along, I'm gonna take time to let things dry a little bit, but also it's okay to have things blending. It's so much fun. So I'm gonna play with this, bubble wrap. You can use watercolor, you can use watered down acrylic, you can use gouache. And I have this shape here, and I'm gonna play with creating some texture. That's a lot of fun. Okay, it can be, let's see, what else do I want here? I'm gonna go in with some crowns, using the side of the crown, using the palette knife. As I'm using the palette knife, I can go thick, and then I can even scrape into this, making some lines. Okay. I'm curious what will happen if I use my skewer and some of the paint and go in there. Whoa, kind of interesting. Okay, I'm just let that be. I think I'm gonna come back to my bubble wrap. What other color? I'd like to use some of this gouache, I think. So I'm just creating layers and transforming this. I'm not being too precious, obviously. I even went in here. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do some more over here. It's like a print. Okay, now, oh, I have some pencil. This can be fun. I have this big graphite, and sometimes I let my, you can even use your other hand to loosen up your non-dominant hand. So I'm enjoying these lines, and even a regular pencil can be fun, and you can even kind of use the side of it, create almost a density, and you can go into places where there's already some paint and see what that's like. Okay, I'll let this dry a little, use the hair dryer. different size brushes are always fun. I'm gonna mix these colors. Watered down acrylic can make kind of almost like a glaze. Another thing that's a really good thing to have around is a rag, and you can come in and take away, which sometimes can make interesting textures. Yeah. Leaving some wets, some dries. And it's really good to have a few things you're working on at once. Take a step back, look around. What do you see? You just see my palette here. This is a gouache. It was sort of dried out. I really like seeing that under texture. As you can see, I love that shape. Right, what else do I want? Oh, I haven't really played with these yet. So let me see what I can do with that. And also, repetition is fun. So I was wondering about, okay. Trying to limit my palette, but it's really hard for me because I love color so much. Thinking a lot about autumn. Thinking a lot about autumn. What happens? And this is fun because this is water soluble, so I might go back in and play with that later. As you can see, I'm not doing something too, not staying with something too long. Really going intuitively. It's kind of a mess right now, but I like to believe it will all come together. I'm going to show you how with these you can use a little water. Oh, this had a little blue in it. It's kind of pretty though. I like that together. Coming down. Just gonna like that. See what this is like. Wild. Ooh. Let's see what it's like to do something on top of this. Oh yeah, going over the acrylic scratches with some wash creates a depth. Okay, well, I think we're coming to some places here. Yeah. Okay, one of the last things I would like to do is show you what you can do with wax paper. So you can take some wax paper, crinkle it up. You could, it's really, you can use some watercolor here. I'm going to use this blue, and gonna get pretty watery, and I'm going to paint on the crinkled up It's all bubbly. I mean, it's all like, you can sort of see. It looks like that. And I'm gonna just take I'm gonna put it over all four of them, I think, and lay it down. And then I have to let it dry for a while. This creates textures. And you can do layers of this. It looks pretty cool. Random kind of texture-y thing. I actually think I might like, yep. Okay, let's. All right, I took the tape off. Some of the tape took some of the paint off. I'm sort of looking at this, trying to decide what I like about it, but it is fun to look at it at all these different directions. And I'm thinking I might, yeah. All right, well, here is my final thing that I did. I hope you got a lot out of seeing me working, just how I got textures and then layers on top of those. Let me see if I can bring anything up closer so you can get a sense of the different textures that were made. Let's see if I can do this one. Here is the results of the wax paper, kind of a wax paper print. And then I went over with crayons and just sort of created shapes and designs, and boy, it was fun. I hope you enjoyed that.